Hello, and welcome to the first annual nail review show. Probably should have cleaned this first, so maybe we won't use that. Let's try again. Action. Hello, welcome to the first annual nail review show where I am your host, Jenna. Today, I'll be ranking your favorite nominees' nails from this year's 2020 Grammys Awards show. What is this? Take 5? The way this show works is each nominee is going to start with 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we judge for creativity, design, how realistic these nails are for everyday life, or if they are just for the Grammys, etc., etc., they will gradually lose a half a star or 1 star, depending on the situation throughout the judgment process. Capiche? So sit back, unwind, and have a blast, and let's just dive right in. For our first Grammy nominee, we have the one, the only
Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish has a very interesting style, needless to say, and she does tend to wear very long nails on a regular basis. So her nail stylist, who is, I apologize if I say in advance any names incorrectly, I believe her nail stylist is Emmy Kudo. Billie did request that she wanted press-ons. She wanted something that wasn't going to damage her natural nails. So these nails are very temporary, and they decided to go with these Gucci green nails, which are very green. They definitely matched her outfit, so kudos for matching points there. But do we love them? Do we think they're creative? The Gucci symbols are hand painted, so I do give major kudo points there. As for the length, I don't really love the length of the nails just because they are very square. So they are going to be very, how do I put this? Difficult for everyday life, if you know what I mean. So I am going to dock 1 star for that. Even though they are press-ons, let's give a half a star back. So just a half a star off. So right now we're at a 4.5 stars for Billie Eilish's manicure for the Grammys. But all in all, I do think they're pretty creative considering they did intentionally try to match the nails with the outfit. You don't see very many celebrities going out on the red carpet with all 10 nails in Gucci print. You know, that's just unheard of. All in all, Billie Eilish's manicure receives 4.5 stars for this year's review. Moving on to the next. Our next nominee is the one and only
Lizzo.
She's bold, she's daring, she's wild, she's out there. Lizzo's manicurist, I'm not even going to try pronouncing her name because I will definitely butcher it. So this is her manicurist, and they decided to go with a dangling diamond approach. If I did my research correctly, I do believe that Lizzo's manicurist actually used regular polish for this manicure. She actually used the Christian Louboutin nude color of this range, and to top it all off, they gave her some dangling diamonds at the tips of her fingers because diamonds are a girl's best friend. These are very realistic for everyday life, if you ask me. I definitely think the shape and the length is a little bit longer for the average folk who goes to, you know, their 9 to 5. They're not making rap music and dancing in videos and stuff like that. But I definitely think that the shape and the length of the nails are pretty reasonable. I definitely love the classy appeal of this. She did wear white, and so they did choose a really nice cream nude with the gold figure 8s, which were definitely a subliminal message towards her 8 nominations, which was a great touch. I am going to dock a half a star though for the dangling diamonds, because although piercing your nails is very common nowadays and it has been a trend for quite some time, I just don't foresee having those dangly diamonds on all 10 of your nails being, you know, if you have a blackhead, how is she gonna get those with those little dangly things on the tips of her fingers? It just doesn't seem realistic for everyday life. So we are going to dock half a star for that. So all in all, Lizzo's manicure for the Grammys has landed at a 4.5 stars in my eyes. Next up, we have the beloved
JoJo.
Has she done anything since 2004? Her one-hit wonder, Leave, Get Out. Well, apparently she has. Her manicurist was Michelle Wan, who they went for a very classic look this year. This manicure was titled the Glass Nails. They were just clear, definitely had extensions of some sort with really cute, I'm guessing Swarovski or some kind of rhinestones evenly placed throughout each nail, just to create a fun polka dot pattern. I personally love these. I am going to dock half a point just because they are slightly boring. There wasn't much creativity brought into this. And you know what else? Let's dock another half a star because they didn't really go with her outfit or anything. It just kind of was there. I do think the manicure was quite cute for everyday use. They were a great length for her. All in all, JoJo's manicure for this year's Grammys gets a 4 stars. Next up, we have the one that looks like James Charles. The one who I had no idea who she was until the Grammys of 2020 this year. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Is it Dua Lipa? Dua Lipa? So sorry if I butchered that name. But
It's Dua Lipa.
Dua's manicurist, May, gave her some purple white checkered nails with random rhinestones. There's a lot of things wrong with these. I'm already going to dock 1 whole star for the fact that they did not match her outfit at all. They were very randomly brought into this whole Grammys night thing. I'm going to dock a half a star for the rhinestones because they're not even on all of the cross-checkered marks. Like, they're just randomly in 2 lines in the middle. It just does not make sense. Not only did I not know who this girl was, but I'm very disappointed in her manicure all in all. She could have definitely done something a lot fancier, classier with what she wore. I mean, she was wearing blue eyeshadow and had purple checkered nails. It didn't make sense for me. So I'm very sad to report that Dua Lipa, your manicure only gets 3.5 stars this year. Better luck next time. Next up, we have our beloved
Rosalía.
The minute I saw this manicure, one thing popped in my mind and one thing only. Jeffree Star. Let me tell you why. Jeffree Star's manicurist is known for putting extravagant crystals, Swarovskis all over his nails. And what did Rosalía show up to the Grammys with? Swarovski covered nails. And that's exactly who did it. The one and only Yvette G, who I have had the pleasure of working with. Love her. Yes, I am very biased because her work is amazing, but look at these nails. They are fabulous. She did so good. I am going to dock a half a point and a half a point only because they are a little bit long. And in one picture, I did think that the tips were like broken a little bit because maybe they were a little bit too long for Rosalía. They're just not suitable for everyday life. I know people go out and wear long nails all day, every day, but I just don't think it's suitable for Rosalía for this night. But I will point this out. Yvette did place all of these stones in a moving car on the way to the Grammys for Miss Rosalía, which is pretty commendable if you ask me. So for that, I'm going to give her that half a star back. So all in all, Rosalía earns a 5-star manicure for the Grammys. Way to go, Yvette. You're such a good nail artist. Next up, we have someone whose performance actually did make me a little bit emotional. I don't know about you, but we have Miss
Camila Cabello.
Is it Camila Cabello? Cabello? I don't know. Miss Camila. Let's just go with that. Miss Camila did not serve us 1 look for the Grammys. Neither did she serve us 2. She gave us 3 nail looks for the Grammys. Like, wow. This is crazy. Are we in the year 2022? I don't know what's going on. Camila's nail artist is Kim Trung, who definitely served looks for us. I don't know if these were press-ons because each nail was definitely the same shape, but they all 3 were totally different designs. On the red carpet, Camila wore just a classic black French manicure, which nowadays is very hip if you ask me. While performing her song to her beloved father, she just went with a very soft pink, you know, keeping it classy. She wore all pink everywhere, matched very well. And then for her third look and final performance later, she did just go with a classic white French tip manicure, which is all the rage nowadays. I don't have much complaints except for the fact that we have no idea whether these were press-ons, whether Kim was actually there giving her a manicure each and every time throughout the night. I have no idea. Who is to say? But let's just dock 1 star because it's unrealistic for someone to have 3 different manicures in one night. Like, come on. Who does that? I mean, Camila, you're setting the standards way too high for people. They are beautiful manicures, so 4 stars? It ain't that bad. All right, our final nominee of the night is the one and only
Cardi B.
Is that what she does? I hope so. I don't even know. Moving on. Cardi B's nail artist is pretty much famous for doing these crystal nails. Many YouTubers, in fact, have seen her just to see what Cardi B's nail artist is all about. It's insane. People will spend almost $1,000 just to get nails done by Cardi B's nail artist. Like, Cardi B's nail artist, Jenny, is very expensive because she claims to be using real Swarovski crystals. But Jenny, we have no idea. In fact, one YouTuber did go to an actual Swarovski crystal shop to see if the crystals on her nails were legit Swarovskis, and the Swarovski staff said no. So she could be charging these people hundreds of dollars when they're not even real. Wow. Cardi B, you could be getting scammed, girl. So you know what? Cardi B chose to wear these very classic, very simple for Cardi B. That is, they're simple, but you know, for an average person, they're kind of extreme. She chose to go with these very simple, elegant nails, which do have, quote, Swarovski crystals, that is. And you know what? I think they're pretty. I'm going to dock 1 star just because we don't know if they're really Swarovski crystals. I'm on the fence about it. I don't know about you. But we are also going to dock a 1/2 star for the fact that they are very pointy. Like, who wants that pointy of nails every day for 2 weeks until they go and get another manicure? I mean, I don't know about you, but that's just my opinion. So all in all, Cardi B, you get 3.5 stars for this year's Grammys manicure. And there you have it, folks. That was my first annual nail review for this year's 2020 62nd Grammy Award show. God, that's like a tongue twister. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. This was all just some light humor, you know, having a little fun here with myself and my cats in my bedroom. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you already know the drill. Make sure you hit that like button. And before we close out today's video, I do want to mention a couple things. Let's talk. I'm already sitting. I'm sure you're sitting. I don't know what you're doing. If you're on the treadmill, good for you, man, girl, whatever you are. Kudos. There are some things that I have been thinking about and wanting to change for my channel, you know, to better it for you guys. A lot of YouTubers have like names for their audiences saying, "What's up?" Insert name there, you know, and I don't have that for you guys. If it's a nail video, I usually just say like, "Hey nail babes." I don't know if that's like my name for you guys. I don't really know, but what is your opinion on names for audiences, for creators? Because I've always kind of thought like it's cheesy, but I never wanted to like make a name for you guys because I don't want to like force it. I just have really mixed feelings and emotions about it. So let me know in the comments how you feel about a name, and if you like me calling you something, what do you want me to call you? Let me know down below. Again, I read all the comments. Also, another thing I would like to talk about is I have a lot of video ideas, a lot of nail ideas, because obviously you guys tend to like the nail videos more than some of my other videos. I get it. I would love to produce a lot more nail content for you guys. A lot of you guys comment saying to try certain products from Sally's, certain nail kits, certain drills, etc, etc, and I would love to do that for you guys. But if you know me and you have been hanging around for quite some time, you know I don't make that much money on YouTube, and I work a regular job, and I'm trying to move out on my own, which means money. Hence, I don't really have a ton of money to spend extra. It is very hard for me to do certain videos because I have to spend my own money. I am just curious what your opinion is on Patreon. Now, a lot of YouTubers use it to make extra money to provide better content for their audiences. I'm just gonna be honest, I've always felt slightly... That was weird. My hand was like, "Ugh." But anyways, I've always felt slightly uncomfortable with the idea of asking for money from my audiences because I do this for fun. Like, I genuinely enjoy making videos in my bedroom or in my dining room for you guys just because I like to do it. But it is coming to a point where I do want to do the content that you guys are requesting, and it's really hard because I don't really make that much money. But I don't want to do Patreon if you guys are genuinely like opposed to it. I don't want any of my audience or my subscribers, my followers to be like, "Ew, she's asking for money," because that's not what I'm doing. It would just help out to make better content for you guys. It would also help me get better equipment over time because I do the best I can with what I have, and again, I'm by myself, so it's just hard. Equipment is very expensive, and nail stuff is very expensive too, by the way. Like, it can be very expensive. So I was just curious what your thoughts were on Patreon, if you guys are like super opposed to it, or if you guys would welcome it. I would definitely do a lot more extra content for people who did sign up to be my Patreons. Is it Patreon or Patron? I don't know. I think it's Patreon. Patreon? God. I would do a lot of extra bonus content for my Patreon, and also maybe do giveaways, because I have a lot of ideas for giveaways on there if it were to become a successful platform sort of thing. So one last thing that I am really curious about that was brought to my attention is having an intro. A lot of YouTubers also have intros. I am that person who skips people's intros. I don't know about you. I don't like them. They kind of bore me most of the time. I mean, it's the same thing. Unless they're changing them up every couple months or whatever, then okay, it's interesting. But I just never foresaw myself having an intro. So I'm not sure how you guys feel about intros either. Maybe just like my name, or I don't know if you have any ideas, because it is something that I am opening my mind to, because you never know. It could change the dynamic of the channel, most definitely. I don't know, I'm really curious what you guys think about that. So those are my 3 things that I wanted to, that's actually 6, so 3 things that I wanted to speak to you guys about. Let me know in the comments all of your opinions on them. So remember, the first one being a name for you guys, second being Patreon thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, all that stuff, and third being an intro. If we like the idea, if we have ideas, what ideas do you have for me? And yeah, that's it. Now it's officially time to close out today's video. Today's video shout out goes to Chatty Ryan, so shout out to you. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are. Yeah, that's it for this week's video, so I will see you guys all next week on next week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below all those questions, comments, and concerns, and I will see you guys on the next one. So long and farewell, my friends.